so you get one. Right now, I want to say a little bit something about 2012. The state convention for the TCA is going to be in, we will be hosting it. It's going to be in Tyler. Chef Bretsky has generously offered to chair the position of gathering the committees together. He is a past president of the TCA. He's put on a couple of regionals in the United States. And so what he's going to do is speak a little bit about what we need to do as a group to get everything together so that in 2012, when all the chefs from the state come up to our backyard, we're going to be looking good. Okay? Jack, you want to say something?
I guess so.
Speak.
Speak. The date hasn't been set yet. For 2012, normally it's around the first week of August. Tyler has, which is the East Texas chapter, has agreed to host the Texas Chefs Association convention. What it means is that we'll have somewhere between 100 and 150 chefs coming from all around Texas to come here, and it's the Texas Chefs Associates, their annual meeting, which is their business session, and then normally what goes on with that, there's several food events, obviously for the convention attendees and the local people that are here, obviously, and at the same time we try to do some educational programs at the same time. So when the chefs are coming, that they come for the 3-day event, they learn something, there's good communications between each other and so on and so forth.
You maintain 3 days?
Yeah, normally what happens is that it's been starting Friday morning now with educational seminars happening all through Friday and Saturday, and then Friday night there's an icebreaker cocktail reception for the chefs and their guests, whoever they bring with them. Saturday night is normally a formal dinner. President's Ball, that's where the Chef of the Year awards given away and other awards given to people. And then Sunday there's not a lot going on, and it normally disperses by noon on Sunday. So I guess the way we start this is that I've agreed to chair the convention, and what I'm looking for is people that would like to assist in this. To make this committee work, it takes about 5 people. If you stop and think about, we've got someone to help organize educational seminars. We'll probably have 6 or 7. We have to find a speaker for the convention as it opens up. You know, it might be George Bush Jr., it might be whoever. I mean, there's nothing, we can pick someone that's going to be very dynamic that people are going to learn something from. We've got dinner events. The best way that I've seen dinner events is that we move it around the city, that we don't try to do it all under one roof, because it just paralyzes one account. If you've got, you know, if it's 150 chefs and they have a guest, that's 300 people for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 3 days in a row. It kind of knocks everybody off their socks a little bit. So we found in the past that if we can remote parties to different places, like the icebreaker party, then we can make some things happen. So again, the first thing I'm looking for is people that want to help work on the committee. We're a year and a half out, which sounds like a long way away, but we need to book rooms or do room blocks with hotels probably before this year ends, so that we can lock up 150 rooms, and that means that myself and a couple people need to go to the different hotels, talk to them, see what they're willing to offer us as far as space, meeting spaces, etc. We'll have to figure out how we're going to bus people around to different things. One of the things that's been done nice over the years that kind of went away a couple years ago is that for all the spouses and guests of the chefs, because obviously there's men and women chefs, they have nothing to do, and one of the important things is to put a program together while the chefs are in meetings and doing things that everybody else has other things to do. So, you know, we need a day of an event of Saturday of that going out where, for example, they may, you know, come to eat them and look at art or whatever's decided to do that day. But so there's lots of things going on, and then the final deal at registration, we need some people assisting our I guess our secretary out of San Antonio comes up and does registration, and we'll try to put together some goodie bags during the last 3 months of finding some different products or maybe some unique things from East Texas that we feel are important that the chefs would take home with them. You know, last year, for example, at the convention in Beaumont, I think it was Admiral Lennon gave every chef a chef's coat that attended the seminar. So those are all deals that we've got to make, okay? They just don't fall out of the tree. We got to go shake those trees, okay? And again, one person can do it and we'll get by, but if we have 5 people, we can do it and have a great convention.
We can.
There you go, Harry.
You know.
You're signed up. But anyways, so at this point, I'm just looking for people individually to contact me and let me know that they'd like to work on it, and then we'll call some kind of an informal meeting. We'll go have a Coke or a beer together and talk about what we can do and who wants to do what. And we'll just start working on a monthly basis or every other month basis until we get a little closer. But there's a lot of ideas that we have to go through and put together. And then we'll talk about food establishments, where we're going to have meals, where we don't want to have meals, what type of meals do we want to have. Again, so we're dealing with a group of about 300 people. And then there's one other event on Thursday night. The board of directors come in with their guests. And then we normally have the convention committee as well as the board of directors, and there's a dinner on Thursday night to kind of take care of that group. So we've got probably 3 nice events that we have to plan for, and then we have subsequently we have lunches and breakfasts.
Could you put this on a format, something all those things you spoke about today, and email it to all the people I have email address, so we can all digest it and see where we could best participate in making it happen.
I can do that, but I think the first thing is people that that are willing to donate their time and tie from beginning to end on the committee. Not that it's going to be cumbersome, but it's going to be one more thing on your plate. And when we get to the convention, 4 weeks before, it gets a little bit intense at that point, obviously, because when things start to roll together and we've got to put together 150 goodie bags, or we've got to do different things, it takes a lot of people to make it happen. So it should be a fun event. There's always work to go with it, but again, what I've seen is if we have a good committee and we work together and get things done, then it goes pretty easy. And we need some people with some, obviously, with contacts, so that when we're contacting different companies and we're looking for donations, that we have some people that can make that happen too. And and I think I brought one with me, but I'll make sure I bring one next month. The convention magazines. There's even local vendors in other cities that, and I'm saying the banks and other people that actually advertise in the convention magazine. So for sponsorship, trying to get something. It's not strictly 100% when you look for the donations as a culinary deal. It's business and commerce coming to East Texas for 3 days, and it will bring some pretty good money to the economy of Tyler. And one of the stops that we will do is we'll go to the Chamber of Commerce to see what they can help us with also. Because again, if everybody that comes in here spends $300 to $500 and you got 300 people there, then we've brought some money to Tyler. So anyways, if you're interested in being part of this committee, best thing is to contact me first. If you don't have my email, Jackson has it, but give me a call or chase me down one way or another, and we'll try to get a committee started to talk about things as we get into November about just what we can do or not.
Don't you all jump up, okay?